Here I am at the bus station in Sofia. I'm going to turn around, but I had to show you that beautiful rainbow that greets me this morning. So I'm off from Sofia, a 2-day trip to Kosovo. I'm going to go to Skopje in Macedonia. I'm actually going to spend a couple of nights in a hostel there, maybe get some laundry done, and then take another little bus, short bus, into Kosovo. It was a great stay here in Bulgaria, just about the right amount of time. I think I could have used another day in Sofia because I took a walking tour yesterday, and I would have liked to have gone back and explored a few places that the guide pointed out, but you don't get to do everything. I did get to see the beautiful Rila Monastery, and I'm really glad I took an excursion to do that. It's something I don't do very often, is take an excursion, but it was really the only way for me to get down there to see it. So it's been a nice few days here, and I'm off again on a bus. Unfortunately, there's no trains going this route. I'm kind of skirting around Serbia, and so I will be taking a series of buses now before I can get back onto my train journey. So I was told that Bulgarians are always late, but I had not experienced it. My trains were on time, guides were on time. Most things have been on time so far, but this bus is definitely late leaving the station. It's supposed to leave at 9:30. It's now about 9:45. So that's been unusual because almost all the buses and trains I've been on so far on this trip have pretty much left on time. They haven't always arrived exactly on time. We're pretty darn close. So we'll see if we get to Skopje within an hour of the time it's supposed to arrive. The border crossings always mess things up. Welcome to Skopje. I'm here for 2 nights. Luckily, my hostel is just about 6 blocks away, so I can walk and bypass all the taxi drivers that attacked me as I entered this town. The bus station here is behind me. The train station is right next door to it. That makes things handy. I'm just gonna kind of lay back and enjoy some food, a little bit of food, some coffee, have a day that I'm not doing much. I thought about going on the walking tour, but it's 3 hours, and I've been walking so much in Sofia and Plovdiv that I thought, I'm not going to just walk all over town today. I'm going to rest, get caught up on a few things, and see how it goes. So here I am, Skopje, and tomorrow I leave again, and I will be on my way to Kosovo. I'm very excited about that. You see this lady in the middle of the river out there in her bikini on this day, December the 18th. That makes me feel really cold. They have statues here for everything. There's probably between here and the kilometer you walk where I'm staying overnight in Skopje, I think there's at least 150 statues. This bridge alone, which is right close to the lady in the bikini. See, here's the lady in the bikini. This bridge alone has like 25, and there's a bridge behind it. I don't know if you can see it beneath that bridge. There's another bridge of 35 artists, Macedonian artists, on that bridge. So already we're talking about, in this area right here, like almost, over 60 statues just within looking around saw it. And then, of course, there is the iconic statue behind me of Alexander the Great on his horse. Maybe that's where it's all started. So another day, another bus station, train station's right next door, so I'm kind of at both of them. I'm still in Skopje, and I'm leaving Skopje today and crossing the border into Kosovo. I wanted to take a bus directly to Prizren, which is where I'm going to be tonight. There was only one every day, which was at maybe 4 o'clock in the evening, which would have gotten me at Prizren 8 or something like that. And I just don't like getting places that late if I don't have to. So the woman suggested that I take a bus to Pristina, which I'm going to at a later date anyway, and then change, and there's lots of buses from Pristina to Prizren, because it's all the same country. You have a lot fewer buses and trains when there's a border crossing. Of course, there's fewer people crossing borders than staying in their own country, and it's an extra about an hour of travel time waiting at the border crossing. So that's what we're doing today. The bus should be here in a minute, and then it's about 2.5 hours, I understand, to Pristina. I'll grab some lunch, and then I'll be off to Prizren after that. So I am in Pristina. I made it here to the bus station. Very easy trip. It was pretty bouncy on the highways until we hit the border. In fact, it was kind of, we were like in a rattle trap because of the roads until we got past the border, and then the highways were very new, clean, very easy going to travel on. It was a lot easier to knit in that case. So I arrived here and the bus station. In order to get a ticket to go on to Prizren, I need cash because I have to buy the ticket from the driver. So fortunately, there's lots of buses going to Prizren in the next few hours. So I had time to go find an ATM. However, no one here could really tell me where an ATM is. So I walked kind of around the block and I saw a hotel, and the ladies at the hotel couldn't tell me where an ATM was. Finally, they did say there was to try going down this busy street, and I did, and actually the ATM is like 3 blocks from the bus station. And I was able to get some cash. I had to pay €5 commission for it, but that's life when you're traveling like this. You don't really know what to expect. Had I understood this leaving North Macedonia, I might have made some effort to go to an exchange place and changed. I have a few US dollars, or I could have changed some Macedonian money just to so I'd have something. For example, right now I'm going to the toilet. I need a tiny bit of money to get into the toilet, and I would not have been able to even do that without finding the ATM. That's the way it is when you're traveling independently and some kinda by the seat of your pants. So it's on to Pristina in a little bit. I think I may see if I can find something to eat, possibly. Bus station, Prizren. This bus ride from Pristina was just like a metaphor for all the reasons I hate buses. It was very slow. He must have stopped. It was like a marshrutka. He must have stopped about every kilometer anywhere near a town and pulled over many times. Nobody even got off the bus. It was windy roads. It seemed like it took forever. The sun was shining right in our face, and he wouldn't put down the blinds at the front of the bus. I will say there was a little more leg room on this bus than there was on the bus this morning, but this kind of bus driving wears me out, and especially when you have to do a lot of twisting and turning and winding. The trains never have that. So I'm pretty worn out. A long day of bus travel. When I go back up north of Kosovo, I'm going to see how possible it is to take a train. There are some in-country trains. They just don't go across the border, I don't think. So off I am. I think I need to walk about 1.5 kilometers to my lodging, but it's nice and brisk, fresh air, so that'll probably make me feel better, and then I can relax. I tell you what, there is a rule, a traveler's rule. No matter where the bus or the train leaves you off, the way to your lodging is uphill. That's all there is to it. I guess part of this was downhill because I went down a little bit to a river and then I had to climb uphill. That's just normal because you're carrying all your luggage and it's all uphill. But I got to this hotel called the Mint Hotel in Prizren, and I had a wonderful welcome. 2 people welcomed me into their hotel, and both of them showed me to my room. That was really delightful. So again, I'm so glad to be in Kosovo and excited about the hospitality here, which we experienced when we were here in the summertime. So I'm glad to be here through Christmas at least. And now I'm going to turn around and let you see my little room that I have for a week. These little 3-star hotels, the rooms aren't huge, but look, it has plenty of room for me. There's even a hot water heater. That's always very nice. And it'll have plenty of room for me. So I'm happy.